I've been listing and selling on eBay and card shows for years now. And a lot of times the way that I handle my inventory is I keep them separate. So my showcase stuff that goes to card shows stays separate from my eBay listings. And the reason why I did that was just because it was so much easier to just keep track of everything that I had going on. When I'd sell a card at a card show, it made it difficult to pull it away from eBay. And there were times where I'd have it get lost in the shuffle. But I've changed something recently, and I want to show you something that's really helped me out. So now I'm listing both on eBay and putting it in my showcase. And what's helped me do that is scanning cards first and foremost. And then second off, I label everything that goes into my showcase to let me know if I have it listed on eBay or not. So I'll go ahead and show you exactly how I write everything down. And a little bit of my process makes it a little bit easier to keep track of what I've got going on. And then when I sell a card at a show, I actually take pictures of the cards as I'm selling them. So I'll show you some of that too, where I'll actually just, I tell every customer, I was like, oh, before I let you take the card, I'd like to snap a picture. And I always keep track. I add the money in with the picture just so I can keep track of what I've got going on. Snap a picture. And so the way I label these cards now, here's one right here. The way I label these cards now, I actually put a little E right here to let me know that I've got it on eBay. So it makes a big difference. All my recent inventory has an E on it. So that really has made a big difference on listing cards. So the biggest key for doing that, the reason why I do that is because it's just to keep that money moving. So I didn't have a show this last weekend, and should I just be reliant strictly on shows to keep that money moving? Like most of my higher end stuff like this, there's bigger cards in here, $120, $200 cards. Most of that stuff I kept for my showcases. Now I've got it listed on eBay too, just in case it moves throughout the week. That way I could just keep that money churning, and it makes it a lot faster to scale up. So really what I do is I scan everything. I use Dragon Shields. These are perfect fit cards, or perfect fit sleeves. They really help with the scanning process. It keeps from scratching the card. And I've noticed that these perfect fits work really well with Pokemon cards. I use regular penny sleeves for sports card stuff. So we'll use this Raging Bolt for example. I scan the card with the Dragon Shield. So right here, this is the Dragon Shield. You can see it actually is in a penny sleeve. And then I take my sticker and I stick it to, well, I actually put it back in a regular penny sleeve on top of it. That way I don't have to unload the sleeve and all that stuff, and it just makes it a lot quicker. But I put it in a regular penny sleeve with the sticker price with an E for eBay on there. So I know when that card sells that it will actually be pulled from my inventory. If it sells on eBay while I'm at a card show, for instance, I can just go, oh, I got that notification, I'll just pull it out of the showcase. Makes it a lot quicker. I've got a smaller inventory, so that makes a difference too on what you're doing. If you have a giant inventory, it's tough to do that. And I don't have everything listed that I have for my showcases on eBay. I try to do my bigger cards just to keep that money churning. My lower end stuff that's in my showcases, I kind of haven't really listed that on eBay yet. If you're running low on inventory though, you kind of probably should do that. Something that's worked really well for me. So I figured I'd share that tip with you guys and let you know that you don't have to keep everything separate. It does make it handier when you're first getting started, but you don't have to do it. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.